Hi everyone again. Welcome to my channel. I am learning how to do resin, but I'm experimenting with a lot of different things. First, I want to show you how yesterday's set up. This was my chain swipe. I'm not too happy with it, but I mean, it's okay. I mean, I'm not gonna final coat it yet. Flood coat it. I will wait a few days and see if it grows on me. I did want to show you something else. These are the chains I used, and I put them in a cup with some alcohol, and then I let them soak for a few minutes and then wiped them off, and they turned out reusable. So I can reuse them at least another time. I can see that. Okay, today you're gonna laugh, but I was watching a video. Oh, let me move my thing. I was watching a video called a reverse swipe. Now, it was done quite a while ago, and I looked at what he did and I thought that might work with resin. So I'm gonna do a reverse swipe on this. This is gonna be my base tint, which is the blue base tint by Stone Coat Countertops. My colors are going to be Cranberry by Just Resin, Titanium White by Just Resin. Oh, sorry, the JR was upside down. And Carbon Black by Just Resin. And I've already mixed up my resin. My resin is mixed at a 1-to-1 ratio. I use Stone Coat Countertops Art, what's it called? I'm looking for the jug. Art Coat, because I keep wanting to say Art Resin, but I know that's a totally different company. And you always should take safety precautions. I always do put gloves on. I do put my hair up so it doesn't get in the way. I'm not sure where you can see this at, so I'm just gonna do it this way. Let me get rid of my sticks so I don't get resin all over them. I'm going to fill my cups right here and then put my tints in them. And I'm going to do another cup for a flip cup on top of it. You'll see what I'm going to do. I'm going to be doing I can't even remember the guy's name. He put it up, I think it was a whole year ago. It was, he called it a reverse swipe. And he put his background color down. And then he put his, then he mixed his colors into a cup, put a piece of wax paper over it, and then flip the cup on top of the wax paper. Then when he removed the cup, he picked up the end of the wax paper, and what he did was he pulled it. It was swiping, but he did acrylic paints. His dirty pour was coming off of there. Now, I have no idea if this is going to work because resin doesn't flow too easy, but I'm not going to put anything on the wax paper to make it flow. I just want to do the flip cup over it. And I don't know how much the wax paper is going to pick up of the base coat that I put down. But because I'm using 3 colors by Just Resin, which their colors are great. I absolutely love their colors. Because I'm putting the colors down by Just Resin, and then I'm using the Stone Coat Countertop tint for the base. When you swipe your colors over the Stone Coat Countertop's base tint, I forgot to check to make sure this wasn't, okay, there we go. I wasn't sure if this was plugged up or not. I put it in a squeeze bottle. It's not the container it comes in, but I put it in the squeeze bottle because it's easier to open and close. Because when you open their jar, it's a jar that looks like this, but it's much bigger. If you get a little bit of the base tint in the threads of the lid, and when you screw the lid back on to close it up, next time you go to use it, unfortunately, it's gonna be stuck. And I have seen people on YouTube that use the same base tint when they were using the jars, and it was not easy for them to get it unstuck. Okay, there is my base tint. And then I'm going to add a little bit of tint to each one of these. Now, when I open the jar, this is the first time I'm using all three of these because I just got them the other day. I'm going to stir it and mix it a little bit, okay? Now, I don't want a lot stuck to my stick above where I'm going to dip it because that's going to be hard to get out. I want to do just a little bit more. There we go. If I don't think I've added enough, I can always add more. You can add more color, but you can't take it out. So remember that. Now when I start mixing it, because it's stuck to the stick where I had the stick in there, I scrape that off to get it down in there. Because I don't know why it doesn't come completely off of the stick. This looks opaque enough, so I'm good right here on this one. So anyway, I love all the new subscribers I've gotten. Thank you very much. I love the oh, excuse me. I may have to get something to drink. I don't know why it was sticking like that. Okay, mix it up. That's okay if the white turns out a little transparent because it's more of a accent color. I'm not sure if I'm going to do any thing on top of it once I lay down the swipe to manipulate it. Okay, this one's a little thicker because these are the first times I've opened them. I've heard that they're trying to change their formula so it doesn't do this. These come all the way from Australia, and when I ordered them, they come from Dallas, Texas, and you know it's winter right now. So everything is in warehouses, you know, wherever the post office has it set for a while. And it's not exactly warm. They don't heat those warehouses, so it gets a little cold. Easiest way to I guess you would call it unsolidify the paste in there is to take the jar, make sure it's on there really tight, and you put it in a dish, and you fill it up around the jar up to right about the bottom of the lid with hot water, and you give it a hot water bath. And then what you do is then a couple minutes you can check to see, open it and see. Oh, before you open it, when you take it out of the hot water bath, take a couple paper towels, dry it off really good. You don't want any of that water on the outside of the jar to get inside of it, because just like oil and water don't mix, resin and water don't mix very good either. So you don't want any moisture from the jar in there. Okay, this one is real pretty too. I like that. Okay, now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my base coat down. Now, I'm using another one of those metal galvanized signs from Michaels. I manipulated it as best I could. It's almost level. It's not completely level. I'm just going to have to babysit it. Okay, I'm not going to use all of that because I probably will end up using coasters. Okay, real quick, I'm going to get rid of heat bubbles. You just want to heat it up a little bit, get rid of the bubbles, and this way it'll also be easier for you to push around. Now, I try to remember to use my left hand so I don't get the color all over my right hand, which might contaminate the rest of them. Okay. And you just want to push it right up to the edge. Don't worry about it looks lighter in some spots than the other spots, because resin is self-leveling, so it will level itself out. I just want to get the whole area coated with the base color, so that way I have something for the other resin and the wax paper it's going to be on there to slide across. I do not know, that's why I made more base tint than I probably thought I needed. I do not know how much of the base tint this wax paper is going to take off. So, I mean, we'll see, you know. It's the first time I've done it, so you guys are going to see it just like for the first time like I'm doing it. If I remember when I upload this video, I'll put the guy's name. I think it was like a year ago he did his video. I thought it was kind of neat, but I thought, will it work in resin? Okay, wipe my finger off. Okay, now, first I'm going to mix my colors for a flip cup. Okay, now I want my white on top, so you put that in first. Now you don't want to leave your color, when you're doing a mixing colors in a cup with resin, you don't want to leave them in there for long. So you want to do your layers as quick as you can. I don't want the resin to drop. There we go. And now some black. All of this leading up to hopefully something that's going to look good. Okay, there's my black. I have no idea what it's going to look like. But hey, I didn't know what the tree ring pour was going to look like when I used those 3 cups. I didn't know what my bottom pour would look like in resin. One turned out good, one didn't turn out good because it was done on one of these and it kind of, oops, hit my lamp, and it kind of just faded away. Okay. I may not need all the colors either. Okay. And my last color will be the black. Okay. Let me get some black in here. Okay, now I got all my colors in there. Now you don't want to leave them in there too long. Okay, here is my piece of wax paper. Because it's got wax on both sides, it should be okay. Let me move these cups out of the way because I'm going to be dragging it this way. So I don't know how much room I'm going to need. Okay, basically, I'm going to put this down lightly. Okay. Now, here comes a really fun part. I got to do this flip really fast. And none of it's spilled. Oh, look at that. Okay, now I'm going to lift it up. Ooh, those colors are pretty together. Okay, basically, I hope I didn't, you know, you want to lift it up as you're dragging it. It's trying to drag the substrate too. And I hope it didn't turn out into mud. You know, I'm going to do a little bit of turning with it. And there we go. Well, I did lose some blue over here. It dragged off. That's a lot of resin wasted, but hey, you know, you can't do experiments without wasting something, you know. Which is, you know, it's okay, really. I'm going to take a heat gun to it in a minute. And I'm probably going to tilt it back just a little bit where it didn't come off over here. I see a couple of little cells, but not a whole lot. I just want to get some blue down where there was blue before, and none of this other paint is there yet. Okay, now, in case you're wondering, I had told you guys yesterday, I buy a bag of t-shirts at a thrift store. they sell it. It's a pretty big bag for $3, and I cut the t-shirts into 4s. And sometimes they're colored t-shirts. But you know what? It still works. It still works. You just put some 91% alcohol on there, and it works. Okay, getting rid of the air bubbles. I think when I tilt it back this way, it will give me some coverage where I can see silver at. So I don't want to use this to manipulate it. Ah! Oh, that's great. I just had a couple of my sticks fall out of the cup that they're in up there. Okay. I kind of like what it's doing. I mean, you know. I think because I had a black and a white in there is why it looks like I got a lot of gray. But that cranberry with those two colors looks really pretty. Trying to get it to cover everything. As it starts getting towards the edge, I back it off because I don't want it to go off the edge. Okay, wipe off. Sorry, my allergies. My allergies seem to kick up when I'm in here doing this. Okay, I want to get just a little bit more of the blue right here on the edge because I can see the silver. And well, you know what? I don't foresee having to do anything else to it, so I'm going to show you what this looks like tomorrow when it's dry. Hopefully, I get it level in my dust-free zone and it doesn't go all over the place off of here. You know, I don't want it to run. So basically, all I got to do now is wipe the bottom of my edges to get rid of my drips. I do have some more of these, wait a minute, let me wipe my finger off. I have a tray with some more of these on there, so all I have to do is just transfer it to the tray. Well, one more time for air bubbles. I want it to not have air bubbles. I've been finding, I don't know if I'm just not doing this enough or what, but I keep finding a lot of air bubbles when my piece is dry. And then of course I've got to sand, clean it off with alcohol, and flood coat it with some clear. And then I've been finding air bubbles in the clear, in the flood coat. So I got about 5 or 6 pieces that I flood coated the other day that I've got to re-sand and do them again. So that's what I'm going to probably be doing for the rest of the day, is more flood coating. But that's okay because I'm doing this early enough in the day. Okay, anyway, I hope you liked my video, okay? Yes, this looks like a big mess over here. I'm not even going to try to use it for squishy coasters. Basically, I'm just gonna put this in the cabinet and let it dry. I'm not getting that many drips around it. I mean, I think most of the drips I'm getting is from the when I had it tilted. So I want to see how this dries. I want to see how it looks tomorrow. I see some cell action right there. I see some cells right here. I can see a little bit of the galvanized part right there. Maybe I should have made my blue just a little bit darker, or used a darker tint right there. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did like it, please give me a thumbs up. Share it with your friends. Show them what this crazy woman in Wisconsin does with resin. And comment. If you think I could have done something different, make a comment, okay? Tell me what you'd like to see me do different. And if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the little notification bell so that way you'll be notified of all my upcoming videos. Today is, I think it's the 18th, so I still got almost half a month left of videos I'm going to do. So I thank y'all for watching. I thank you so much for your support. I've had some comments and they mean a lot to me. So thank you for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.